It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it comes your way next.
On a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, a lot of people see these Bengals as legitimate contenders to get to the Super Bowl. And remember, they got there just 2 years ago. What do they need to do to get back?
Well, we know how well positioned they are on offense, partner, because they have one of the best quarterbacks in the game and a lot of firepower to go with it. But how about what they did in the draft this year? A lot of capital expended on the defensive side of the ball, trying to slow down some of the other top contenders.
Meanwhile, for the Texans, things are changing rapidly in the Space City. They've got the new coach in D'Amico Ryans coming over from the Niners. They made 2 big splashes on draft night, but fixing the defense seems a priority.
And remember the 2022 draft? They took a lot of guys on that side of the ball, so maybe we just need a little bit more seasoning with some of the talent that they've accumulated.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Ready?
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
2nd and 10. Now Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Stroud to throw it. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Stroud sets up the play action. Another one caught by Collins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to the ground with Pierce. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Man in motion left. That's Collins. 1st and 10. It's Pierce. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 8. Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And Stroud now to throw.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Noah Brown from 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep is Tank Dell. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud working out of the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
In motion right, that's Collins. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on a punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They go play action with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as they get this up to the 45-yard line.
That one goes for 8 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To the air again, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Houston's offense taking over again. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Now he's forced out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down and 4. In motion right, that's Collins. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And some room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 8. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Stroud sets up the play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Stroud to throw it. And now another one thrown incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So a 3rd straight pass attempt after they ran it on 1st down. 3rd straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
They must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about their offensive line, it just told them throw the football. And end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs, give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 3. Now it's Burrow. And it is caught. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned